Hello, friends, visitors, Skelevaderites, and theme park enthusiasts. Yes, the Matterhorn is finally finished. I'm so excited to take you on this tour. Let's get lost.
This is where the world of today is left behind. For now we enter the land of yesterday and tomorrow, and of course the land of fantasy.
Okay, we'll start off down here at the bottom. This is actually the view of the Matterhorn when you're walking toward it from the main hub in the Disneyland park. And as you can see, I have the little bobsleds, and there are even little people in here. See those little people? I also added in some trees where there is some foliage on the Matterhorn. I did take some artistic license on a few different areas. Here's one. I added the abominable snowman Harold peeking out of this cavern as opposed to being on the inside of the Matterhorn. I really like the way this water area turned out, and the bridge and the roller coaster rails and the little people in the bobsleds. The trees really add something. This is a removable piece. I created this loading area for the Matterhorn to be a separate attachable piece to the front, because I really want to make sure that this does not get damaged or broken when I ship it to Eric, who commissioned this. There's actually some water here on the inside where the track goes through. When you have this snapped into place, it's kind of like a soft snap. You just force it in a little bit. It's a very durable material. So when it's in there, you can see not only where the waterfall comes down. I took a little bit of artistic license here to give this some depth. The waterfall comes down into this area and pools in there. I really love this particular angle. Really takes me back to when I was a kid. You know, as a kid from the late 70s, early 80s, I got to experience the Matterhorn with the Skyway. And taking the Skyway through these two caverns was really an exciting experience. You could hear the abominable snowman in there. Oh man, so cool. So that's the bottom area. Now let's have a look up here. As you can see in this time-lapse photography, I painted these Z-scale figurines, and it was tough. I mean, I have shaky hands naturally, and so painting something this small was really remarkable. Do you want to see how small these are? There's my fingernail. Pretty small. But I really like this guy. I like this guy up here. Got another one on this side. He's on this little ledge. Yeah. So those were challenging, but they are glued in securely. They are a little bit flexible because they are sort of a soft plastic. So I'm not too worried about them. I am going to be packaging this very, very carefully to make sure that everything gets to Eric in Texas safely. Now, are you wondering about this little wire up here? Yeah, this was a request from Eric. A month ago, he requested this. And yeah, I made a Z-scale Tinkerbell. The wings I actually cut from very thin pieces of resin, and it took me a while to find the right little Z-scale figure from the little package of figures I got. And then I painted her flesh color and gave her her green dress. It's hard to tell in this image, but she also has a little dollop of yellow on her hair. So that's the little Tinkerbell. This wire is very flexible, so Eric can actually bend it any way he wants. Just, of course, as with anything that's handmade like this, you want to be as careful as possible. And if he decides to remove her, it would be fairly easy and simple to remove. Oh, and as you saw in a previous build video of this, I did make holes in certain places underneath the Matterhorn up through to certain areas where there can be these LED lights installed. I'm going to be sending these lights, but they are blue tinted and they fit right up in there. I'm going to leave this for Eric to install because once he gets this placed on his Disneyland platform, he can just make sure he gets the wiring connected and everything, and it'll be an easy install for him. But yeah, folks, this is my vintage style with skyways version of the Matterhorn, built to Z scale, which was a real challenge. Not only because there are no roller coaster rails at Z scale, but there are also no little bobsleds. So everything had to be hand created. I created the roller coaster rails by using very, very thin plastic wires. And then I hand carved the bobsleds from wood. I ordered the little people to install, ordered the little trees to install, but the waterfalls are resin. Everything is sculpted out of air dry clay, styrofoam, and epoxy sculpt. What a magical journey this has been. Doesn't this make you want to make something like this for yourself? Or maybe it doesn't make you want to make something like this for yourself, but maybe it'll inspire you to look up vintage footage of what the Matterhorn used to look like with the Skyway. Or maybe it'll just inspire you and your loved ones to take a trip to Disneyland. So here it is, folks. I couldn't be happier. Yes, it was the most challenging build I've ever made. I've never made something at Z scale, so I've never made something this small before, but I didn't give up. And Eric, I hope you're pleased. I hope you feel like this was a worthy investment for you. And for those of you who are interested in making things like this, you can go over to the main Skelevator channel and check out the playlist. Follow those steps and make one for yourself. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to click like and subscribe. Tell your friends about YTF with your host Skelevator. If they're interested in theme parks or Disneyland or going to interesting places, they should certainly subscribe to this channel. Enough of this chit chat. I'll see you in the next video.